Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. So, my news feed this afternoon brought me to this article from the local affiliate over there, WSAV, and it told us that Leilani Simon has been booked into the Georgia Women's Prison. She's incarcerated at Lee Arndale State Prison, and I did look her up. And there she is. There is her find an offender and her mugshot. She looks about as pale and white as the white brick wall behind her. So, yeah. I hope that she's having a miserable time, and I hope she has a miserable Thanksgiving behind bars. And here is a interview that WTOC has done with Daniel Youngkin, who was Leilani's ex-boyfriend and the father of their baby, Sky.
You spoke with Daniel Youngkin about his relationship with Leilani and her murder trial. He says he still carries trauma from this death of Quentin that happened more than 2 years ago now.
Yes, good evening, Dawn. Youngkin says that he's been in therapy since the murder happened to talk not just about Quentin Simon's disappearance, but his relationship with Leilani Simon as well. He tells me that when he met Simon, she seemed like a genuinely nice person who was trying to better herself after past issues. The relationship, though, broke down, Youngkin recounting incidents of Simon verbally and physically abusing him. He says he stayed in the relationship because he had a daughter with Simon and cared for her, as well as Simon's two other children, including Quentin. The night Quentin went missing, Youngkin says that he was asleep in the hours that Quentin was killed, which bothers him to this day.
Your relationship with Quentin like?
His favorite word was Danny. Danny. He was a very, very fun little one to be around. And I was just being myself and turned out to be Danny him as his favorite word.
What is it like to still have the finger pointed at you, even knowing what we know now from what law enforcement provided, and now that she has been convicted of his murder?
Blame went straight to me from the beginning because of the fact that I was the boyfriend and people just didn't want it to be true that a mother could do that to their own child. The evidence that was presented in the trial is no doubt just purely overwhelming, honestly. It's just overwhelmingly, you couldn't, I felt like there was no way that there was going to be a not guilty.
He's pretty calm about the fact that he is still being blamed, and I think he, like he said, he knew that was going to happen. He suspected it, and it's obvious who the true guilty murderer is, and the jury clearly saw that, and he's the one who's out and free because he did nothing wrong. And Leilani, well, she's hanging out in a prison cell right now.
What do you think happened, knowing everything that you know now since that day?
It's something that's always going to bother me, is that I really do not know what happened. And I know that may be hard to believe for some people. It's the truth, though. I have beat myself up for so long for actually not knowing. Because if I was awake, I could have done something at least.
He is more bothered, more upset than Leilani, who carried Quentin for 9 months and gave birth to him. So he has turned his life around, as we heard during the trial, and I really truly hope that he stays on the good path, on the straight and narrow.
I just wish I knew more, to be honest. I still don't know.
Youngkin testified during Simon's trial that he was abusing drugs and alcohol towards the end of his relationship with her, including when Quentin disappeared. However, he says that today he's 5 months sober and is proud to have gotten to that point.
Good for him. 5 months sober. I'm sure he's never going to watch my video, but if he happens to, or somebody does, I really do give him props and congratulations, because I'm sure that's a very tough road. Going through drugs and alcohol. I've been fortunate that I haven't had such an issue, but I know it's a very tough road. And in addition, he's dealing with his ex murdering one of her children. So he's got a lot, going on. That's for sure. So that is just a short bit of the interview that WTOC did with Daniel Youngkin, and they have stated that they will have the entire about an hour of the interview posted hopefully in the next couple of days, and I will definitely go through it here on the channel. And I want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. You guys all mean a lot to me, and I do hope you have a wonderful time with family, friends, whoever you consider close to you. And I do want to close out the video with something that Chief Hadley said upon Leilani Simon's arrest.
We feel that we have a very strong case. We have put thousands of hours into this, and we believed that this was the right move today to be able to do that. She doesn't deserve a Thanksgiving, quite frankly, if I can go off script a little bit. Quentin deserves that.